Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is June 29, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll take a look at how to invest during the high inflation environment and see what sectors and what stocks can outperform. So with that, look from a market update perspective, market is really struggling where to go. Dow Jones Industrial Average up slightly, Nasdaq down as you can see here slightly, S&P 500 also down. Look, in today's market has been struggling back and forth between bull and bear. It's not very decisive on where to go. That's what's going on here. So with that, now let's jump in and take a look at one of my favorite trading platform, which is TC2000. So let's jump in and see what stocks we can buy and what sectors we can buy during the high inflation environment. So before you go there, look from a today's market update perspective. Look, we got most of the sector down as you can see here. We got technology down today and consumer cyclical down. Healthcare is up slightly as you can see here. Healthcare is one of the defensive sector. It's up today. And we got consumer defensive. Think about Procter & Gamble, General Mills, and so on and so forth. That's up today. And we got here communication services. That's also up. Think about Google and Pinterest and so on and so forth. Otherwise, all the sectors are down. With the TC2000, you get some good idea. You could click on technology and you'll get a nice drill down. You'll get a drill down on various industries within the technology. Look, we got various industries. And if you don't want to look at the industry, you just want to look at technology, you could look at the stocks here and you could click on capitalization. You'll see bigger high capitalization stock coming first here. Look, we got Apple, Microsoft, both are my favorite stocks here. Look, from a volume buzz perspective, there's a positive volume buzz in both names here. And as you look through here, you could click on Apple. Look from Apple from a chart perspective, you could see some downturn here in Apple. It's on the balance volume is pretty steady as you can see here. It's going slightly higher. RSI 47 tells you it's completely sold off here. At these levels, you could buy some Apple here if you're really big into Apple. It's a great company. At these levels, you could buy some Apple. And look, Microsoft is another great play here. As you look through the chart here, similar pattern here. Microsoft is also looking down as you can see here. Trying to stabilize on the balance volume is pretty steady as you can see here. RSI 49 tells you this is also sold off here. And one thing I would normally like to do is I would click on volume buzz here. Look at the positive volume buzz. From a positive volume buzz perspective, you got some of these low price stocks. Looks like they're having nice volume buzz. Look, we got few low price stocks with nice volume buzz. That tells you these stocks are doing great. This could be short squeeze type situation here. There's been a lot of volume buzz as you can see here. And we got a few more here. Look, we got a few more names here. If you want to look at higher price stocks, you could just click on scan here. And we could just put a condition here and say price. And we could we could just add a condition right here. And we could just put a price here and we could say price more than say $10. You'll get a little more stable stocks if you do something along those lines and go from there. I would just apply this here. You get all the price more than $10. So you could look at who are the biggest losers in technology today, and just by clicking on it, look, we got a few names here. IMOS, which is Chipmos Technology, is down big time. And we got Groupon and so on and so forth. All the stocks are down. Look, we got Array here, which is a 3D printing play here, down big time. So this is one of the great, stock trading or stock scanning software here. They also have great. They also have got great chart. Look, you could go back to capitalization here. Look at the high cap names here. I love many of these names. Look, we got nice volume buzz here. Now we could go click on the volume buzz here. Now we get a little more stable stocks here. Look, nice volume buzz here in ENTG, as you can see here. On the balance volume also stabilizing. You could look at such names here. This is also sold off, as you can see here, with the low RSI of just 40, as you can see here. And we got a few more here. Look, we got some of these stocks. You could take a look here with the nice and high volume. We got some Chinese play here. Weibo, look, very good volume here in Weibo also. So with that, let's go back to high cap names here. And look, there are few stocks I like up here. We got Oracle under the leadership of Larry Ellison and Safra Katz. I think it's a good one here. Even today's market, stock went higher. I think at this time you could buy some Oracle here. And we got Facebook, or Meta as we call it now. Meta also, look, there's a nice uptick today, and stock is sold off, as you can see here. At these levels, you could buy some Meta here. Look, on the balance volume is stabilizing, and RSI is very low. That tells you stock is sold off here. And NVDA is one of my favorite stock here. You could buy some NVDA here. It's a great company. Look, it's not getting any respect from Wall Street here, but it's a great one to slowly start buying here. You would do well. And we got a few more, as you can see here. And AMD is one of my favorite here. Completely sold off here. It's at 52-week low, as you can see here. I would be a buyer of AMD at these levels here. And it goes on here. Look, from a positive perspective, we got healthcare sector doing great. Look, healthcare, we got great big stocks. I love UNH, J&J, all doing great here. As you click through this, you will see many of these names like UNH. Look at the RSI here in UNH, 62. I would wait for a little pullback here. As you look through here, J&J, I think RSI could be a little bit lower here, 51. You could still buy J&J at these levels here. Look, Lilly, volume buzz is low here, but it's also sold off with a nice and high RSI, as you can see here. Alright, next what we'll do is we'll take a look at how to invest during the high inflation environment. For that, what I would do is I would go to sector by year. Again, great work by TC 2000 folks. Look, I could just by looking at this, I can see what sectors have done well during the high inflation environment. Look, 2018 was a high inflation environment. We had our Fed chief Jerome Powell. He increased the rate pretty drastically. Look, we got most of the sectors down during this time here, but look, we got two sectors which did well back in 2018 during the high inflation environment. So that tells you typically healthcare and utilities, they can do well during the high inflation environment. That's one of the reasons both these sectors did well back in 2018. Then as you think through here, technology did very well during those days. It's slightly down in 2018, as you can see here, down 0.67%, but it held up pretty well here. But in this rate increase time, technology is down big time here. Look, it's down 32% here. It's one of the sectors which is down the most, as you can see here. Then as you see here, we got 2008 here. This is when we got financial meltdown, where financial companies went under. Look, most of the sectors are down at this time. There is nothing is up back in 2008. And in 2020 here, during the COVID scare, I think we came back nicely here. But energy suffered a lot back in 2020. That's one of the reasons in 2021, 2022 so far, energy is up nicely. It's bouncing back nicely. But all the other sectors are not doing great here. And look, communication services, it's holding up pretty well so far because, most of these companies got already beaten down big time. And utilities are holding up pretty well so far. Look, it's just down 2.65%. That tells you, some of these sectors can do better. Even consumer defense, look, it's doing pretty okay here. It gives you an idea what sectors can do well. If you're a conservative investor, you could invest some money in areas like healthcare. Look, by clicking at healthcare here, you would you'd get all the healthcare stocks down here. Look, we got great healthcare stocks here, UNH, J&J, and so on and so forth. And as you scan through here, you could look at 2018 here. Look, we got 2018 high inflation environment. Look, many of these companies have done well. Look, UNH has done well back in 2018, and same is the story with Lilly. Lilly is a real winner, as you can see here. And if you want to just sort by who is the real winner back in 2018 in the healthcare, you could just click here. Look, we got a couple companies who did very well here. We got Tandem, PRQR, SMLR, and so on and so forth. They've done well back in 2018. And if you look through 2022 so far, only NVOS has done pretty okay here. Otherwise, the other companies have not done great. So it will give a good idea. And you could also click on year-to-date change here. You'll get an idea who is doing well year-to-date here. Look, we got some companies which are doing okay year-to-date. But this could be a little bit lower capitalization, with the exception of SRRA, which is $1.3 billion. And we got a few more which are doing pretty well here. It will give you an idea on what's going on here. You could look at other sectors, like utilities is a great one here. You could also invest in utilities. And look, we got some great utility stocks here. We could, if you want to look at what had done well, you'll see this. You could also click and sort using capitalization here. Look, we got big cap names like Next Era, Duke, and so on and so forth here. Look, many of these names like Duke, Southern, and even Dominion Energy, they've all done very well so far here. You'll get a good idea how these stocks are doing here, and you could get a queue here. You could also click on year to date here to see who has done well. Look, we got some companies which have done very well year to date, so it will give you a good idea on what to invest in. And look, technology is beaten down big time, as you can see here. If you click on technology here, so look, we got some big cap names here. And you could click on capitalization, look at the big cap names here. Look, Apple, Microsoft, Google, all great ones here. You could pick them up at these levels here and invest in them. All right, so by looking at this, you get an idea. During high inflation environment, it's safe to stick with, sectors like healthcare, like utilities. They typically hold up pretty well, evidenced by how they've done back in 2018, as you can see here. All right, now what we'll do is we'll look at a few stocks that we could buy at these levels here and go from there. So typically what I would do is I would go into my EMA scanner. It's the exponential moving average scanner. I typically look at the scanner to really get an idea on what stocks I could invest. Look, we got EMA scanner here, and right now I've filtered by high cap 1000. These are high capitalization stocks, 1000 stocks, something similar to Russell 1000. And look, we got these stocks here. What I would typically do is I would look at EMA, 5-day EMA here. We got 5-day EMA. Look, even though stock market is down big time, if you click on Apple here, let me bring that back up here. So if you look at Apple here, look, Apple is up in above its 5-day EMA, and that tells you could even buy Apple up here. Look, on the balance volume in Apple is going higher, so you could buy some Apple, taking advantage of this big downturn here and go from there, especially because it's above its 5-day EMA, and it's down like last 2 days, day -1, which is yesterday, day -2, day before yesterday. 2 days it's down, but it's up in day -3, day -4, and so on and so forth here. That's why, because it's above its 5-day moving average and 10-day moving average, generally it's in a positive bias at this time. You could buy this company here. Microsoft, same story. It's even stronger than Apple here. Look, it's above its 5-day moving average, about 10-day and 20-day exponential moving average. You could buy some Microsoft up here. Look, RSI is very low in Microsoft here, just 49. You could buy this great company here. And you got a few more. You could invest in stocks like Google and Tesla is one of my favorite play here. Look, Tesla is down off late here. It's above its 5-day EMA still. And one of the reason I love Tesla is it's very volatile. It's very easy to make money with Tesla here, taking advantage of this high volatility here. We would go into Tesla and see how to trade Tesla. If you're familiar with the options, it's a great stock to make some great money given the volatility. And we got a few more here. I got my favorite names here. I love stocks like Visa here. Even Visa, very high volatility at this time. You could make some great money in Visa also. And we got a few more here. And you could take a look here. NVDA, one of my favorite stock here. Look, NVDA is down big time. And as stock is going down right now, on the balance volume is also down. But you could invest in this great company for the long haul here. Alright, so with that, what we'll do is we'll look at how to trade Tesla in this market and make some good money and make some good, generate some good income. So for that, I will take you to Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade. Look at the bloodbath here. I got a NASDAQ 100 here. Look, we got just 55 stocks advancing, 47 declining. Look at some of these big hitters here. Airbnb down big time. Applied Material down big time. AMD, one of my favorite stock, down big time. So with that, what I would do is I would typically look at my favorite stocks here. In today's segment, what we'll do is we'll quickly look at high IV percentile stocks. Look, I got here my high IV percentile. I typically look at high IV percentile stock and ETF. From an ETF perspective, look, I got a list here. I could go on quotes here. Look, these are my favorite. Let's go back here and look at high volatility. Alright, so these are my favorite high volatility ETFs. Look here. I love when the volatility is high. Look at the IV percentile here. That tells you could make some great money selling put options on SPY here. It's a very high IV percentile. And also look QQQ. It's showing low IV percentile. Let's go to the chart and find out. Look, it's QQQ is a little bit low IV percentile. But SPY is a great one here with the very nice and high IV percentile, as you can see here. And same story with energy, could make some great money selling some put option. So I also have a small list of stocks that I do put options. I got high volatility stocks right here. Not too many stocks, just a handful of them. And Tesla is one of my favorite right now here. Look at the IV percentile 75. That tells you can make some great money by selling put options here. So what I would do is I would go here, put Tesla. I already have Tesla here. I would go 51 days out. It's a monthly expiration cycle here. And look, stock is at 685, as you can see here. And look, all-time low is 620, just around the corner, as you can see here. All-time high is just double the current price almost. So with that, I would just go here and look at maybe say 550 or something. Look, for the stock to reach 550 by August 19, look, 550 is right here. There's a 54% chance here. I would probably go a little bit lower here, and I would look at maybe say 500 could be a good one. There is a 40% chance stock will hit 500. I would even go a little bit lower here. So I would probably look at 490 or even 490 or even 450 is a good one. So look, stock hitting 450 or 460, there is a 31% chance. I could take this chance here. If Tesla comes to 450, call me a buyer. So what I would do is I would sell a vertical spread here, 450 and 430, just a $30 wide spread. I would sell that. So I would go here and just sell a vertical put spread here in Tesla. Look, we will do here, go to vertical put spread here and go from there. So I'm selling 460, as you can see here. I am buying back here 430. It's a $30 wide spread. Look, I'm collecting $3.07 here, and that's a $300.07. If Tesla stays above 460 by the expiration date, I get to keep entire $307, which is a great play. I had been doing this for Tesla for a long time. Whenever Tesla shows high implied volatility, this is a sure short type trade here. You could take advantage of the high volatility, go all the way down to around 31% or 30% probability of touch here, and then sell a $30 wide put vertical spread here and make some great money. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.